woman was the nanny for these famous actors. Her daily job was just cleaning up after them. One day, a young woman came for an acting audition. The nanny looked the beautiful woman up and down, taking in her figure. Then she let out a helpless sigh. She politely invited the girl inside. The young woman was surprised to find that the actors here weren't what she had imagined. The nanny couldn't figure out why such a pretty girl would want this kind of job, but it wasn't any of her business anyway. She only cared that her boss paid her well, so she could take care of her daughter. Soon, horrible screams came from the room, but the nanny just kept cleaning at her own pace. Later, the boss took off her headphones. With an angry look on his face, he pulled a big wad of cash directly from his clothes. Then he handed it to the nanny. He told her to go inside and clean up the mess. The nanny walked in and found the girl who had come for the audition crying bitterly on the bed. The nanny rolled her eyes. She had clearly seen this kind of scene before. She walked over to the girl, noticed her gently rubbing her red, swollen wrists, then looked at the handcuffs on the floor and knew exactly what had happened. She kicked the handcuffs aside, then pulled out the cash and handed it to the girl. Unexpectedly, the girl pushed her hand away and ran out crying. The nanny was confused. 2 weeks later, the young woman came back and told him she was pregnant. She wanted to keep the child. The boss angrily thumped the pregnancy test into pieces and told her to stop dreaming. The girl ran out of the room crying again. It was then that the nanny realized this girl was different from the other girl she had seen come to audition, and she had a daughter too, so the nanny felt even more sympathy for her. But she also knew her boss was not a good person. Looking at the pregnancy test shattered into pieces on the ground, the boss quickly came up with a bad idea. He called the nanny over, gave her $20,000, and told her that no matter what, that child must not be born. Then the boss led the nanny into a secret room and opened a safe. Inside was both evidence of his crimes and a list of targets he planned to go after next. What shocked the nanny the most was